You know, I realized that loneliness isn't to make you feel like an outsider. Loneliness isn't to make you feel like something's wrong with you and you just don't fit in. Loneliness is supposed to give you lessons and whispers in your ear so that you know what the next step is in your journey. And if you have too many people around you, you're not going to be able to get those lessons to move forward. You see, in my life, I felt like, for the longest time, I felt like I was weird. Like, bro, I didn't fit in with people. I would go out and try to force my energy on people and realize that it wasn't genuine connections. It wasn't real things. Like, I'd be around a ton of people, but still felt so lonely. And I never understood why I felt lonely. And it's because I wasn't supposed to force these connections. I'm not supposed to force people to try to be genuine people when they're just not genuine people, at least to me. And I've gotten to a place where I realized, like, the more that I sit alone with myself and the more that I'm lonely is the more that I learn more about myself and I start to love myself enough to understand that I don't need to force my energy on people and I don't need to force these connections. I fall back and let those connections come to me, because the more that you try to force anything in life is the more that thing runs away from you, because you're begging for it instead of realizing that you need to attract things to you. You don't chase, you have to attract. And I got to so many different understandings within being alone because I was able to hear. I was able to be like, all right, I couldn't hear because I had this person in my ear telling me this and I had this person in my ear telling me this, instead of realizing if I sat alone, then I would have got that lesson a lot faster and I would have been a little bit further in my journey. But I was so caught up on this idea of having a ton of people around me, because I would look over here and so-and-so had this many friends. I would look over here and so-and-so had this many friends. And I'm sitting here looking at myself like, damn, I ain't got nobody around me. And you have to understand that that part of solitude is beautiful. That part of being alone is beautiful because you're able to have a clear vision. You're able to get ahead when you sit alone with yourself and when you let the ideas flow to you. And a lot of times when we have outside world like opinions and all these people telling you different things, you'll start to doubt yourself because those people have their opinions on what you're trying to do with your life. You know what I'm saying? And it's not ideal. It's not an ideal situation. And when you're handpicked and you're chosen, you got to understand that it's going to be a lonely journey if you allow it. You know what I'm saying? If you allow yourself to learn, because I feel like loneliness is linked to learning. Yeah, I'm a loner now, and I'm cool with being a loner. Like, I used to think it was weird. I used to think it was bad. I thought something was wrong with me, but I'm excited because I know something big is on the horizon, and you have to be excited as well. Allow this year and allow yourself to fall back and listen and fall back and be like, okay, if I don't have a ton of people around me, it's okay, because I got myself in the end. And the more that you become comfortable with yourself, you don't need to be in everybody's face. You don't need to force your energy on people, because those people will just come to you based off of how comfortable and how secure you are in your skin. But I love y'all, and I hope you have a wonderful day, night. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I'm out of here.